Gurriel with a big cut. This one hanging up. And caught! Chirinos had it in the glove. And he squeezes it for the final out of the inning.
A tremendous play here by Robinson Chirinos. A.J. Hinch is looking in because they want to know whether or not this ball may have hit the screen. I don't think it did. Let's get a look at it here. Robinson up against the net. Another basket catch. And yeah, there he is. That is a clean catch. Well, here's one that is driven to deep right field, and Castellanos doesn't even move. It is way gone over all of the bleachers in right field. Joey Gallo just hammers that ball against Matthew Boyd. Home run number 29, RBIs number 47 and 48. And the Rangers are on the board, and they take an early 2-0 lead against the Tigers.
I want to see the tail of the tape on that one. I thought that was going to go into the second deck out there. I wonder if the ball's ever been hit in that second deck out there. Boy, that was the wrong place, and Matthew Boyd knew it to throw Joey Gallo. It goes right underneath the back row, right underneath that second deck.
There's a 2-2, and right back to the underrated athletically Bartolo Colon. It makes a nice play. It makes it look easy. 2-2 once again, and that one is just off the plate. And they say that Goodrum went, and he's not happy about it as he's standing at home plate, but nothing he can do about it. So a very easy 1-2-3 inning for Bartolo Colon. And there it is again, and Jones is rung up on strikes, and he is frustrated with a lot more triples. As this one is grounded to Elvis Andrus, and he's going to throw over to Guzman in a very quick 1-2-3 inning.
Know where it's going to be is when it comes out of his hand, you only have one shot at it. But they will remember it if you make a throw all the way across the diamond and get somebody out.
Well, ground ball to Elvis Andrus. He's going to flip this one to Rougned Odor. It's fun to watch a really weak contact.
And a pitcher is going to get a lot more joy out of sawing you off than he will making you miss.
Not just tonight, but really over his last 4 starts now, as Bartolo Colon registers a strikeout looking. That is amazing. Well, Rodriguez swings at a first pitch, ground ball to Elvis Andrus, and the side is retired in order. Castellanos steps in. Here's the 0-2, and he lifts one to right field, but it's right at Nomar Mazara, and so the inning is over, and it's 8 innings for Bartolo Colon. 3 runs allowed. The Rangers are going to go to the top of the 9th inning and try to get back in this thing. They trail by 2. And Jurickson Profar hits a high fly ball to deep right field, and that ball is a long gone. Jurickson Profar taking Michael Fulmer deep for his 9th home run of the season.
You can see the kind of power that Jurickson is developing. He's had 8 home runs. That's his 9th about halfway through the season. This looked like an off-speed pitch the way he swung at it. It looked like a changeup. He was out in front of it, but he held his hands back well enough and hit it on the barrel of the bat so that it went 7 or 8 rows back in right field. No doubt about that home run.
Leo Franco's a pretty good guy to be tied with.
Absolutely.
There's a base hit up the middle, and so Adrian Beltre reaches his first base hit. He's now 1 for 4. Well, that man right there, Adrian Beltre, just hit a base hit, and that's going to bring him into some pretty exclusive company as he ties Dave Winfield, 3,110 hits, Tom, and here it is.
Well, he had a pretty good pitch. Probably not a strike, but he stroked it into center field to tie Dave Winfield. We were talking about that yesterday. He was 1 away from him. Today he tied him. Tomorrow in Boston, he'll probably go ahead of him. Might get booed by the home fans if he tries that.
Well, here's a little dribble hit to the left side. This is going to be a tough play, and the third baseman's going to hold on to the baseball, and absolutely no chance to get Chu. And so it will indeed be an infield single, and call it 47 games for Shin-Soo Choo as he smiles and claps. And he didn't hit it very hard, but he did exactly what he had to do, and he is now your single season leader.
That's great. Pretty good pitch, tailing away, and to Chu's benefit, he just cued it off the end of the bat softly enough to where there wasn't a play. So in the at bat that I talked about in Texas, where he needed a hit in his 5th at bat, it was a little blooper over shortstop. This one a little grounder to third. But if you look at the last couple of days, how he extended his streak with a 430-foot home run and a 405-foot double. This is just a contrast to that, but as they say, they all count.
Kela is ready. 2-2 count to the right-hander. Hicks, and here's the pitch, and swung on and missed, and this one is over. 97 miles an hour for Keone Kela, who remains perfect in save situations. He is now 22 for 22, finishing this out for Austin Bibbins-Dirks, who picks up win number 2 on the season. And right there, Chu had a big day as well.
Yeah, great all-around day. Good starting pitching, superb bullpen work. 22nd save for Keone. Enough offense early against Michael Fulmer. Shin-Soo Choo extends his streak. The Rangers salvage the series. Head to Boston in a great frame of mind. Fairly quick ball game on a beautiful day. Can't think of anything negative right now.